The first church in Tuticorin was built during 1540 and dedicated to St. Peter. St. Francis Xavier, who came here during this time, used to preach in this church. Later on, 5th August 1582, a new church was built and dedicated to Our Lady of Mercy. In Rome, 5th August was observed as the feast of Mother of Snows. Since then, the annual feast is celebrated on August 5th, and the church was gradually called as the Church of Our Lady of Snows instead of Church of Our Lady of Mercy. The statue was originally placed in the convent of Augustinian Sisters, Manila. When St. Francis Xavier was traveling to China after visiting our coastal areas, he stayed in this convent for a few days. He had a strong desire to take the statue back to our coastal areas where he used to stay. The sisters refused to give the statue as they were very fond of this. Later, St. Francis Xavier died on the way to China in an island called Sanchin, which was a Portuguese occupied island during those days. This island is today an island of China. Hearing this news, the sisters decided to send the statue to Tuticorin as a mark of respect to the saint. In 1555, the statue of Our Lady of Snows arrived from Manila, Philippines, and is the statue which we see now in the Basilica. During late 1650s, the Dutch fought with the Portuguese and conquered Tuticorin. Slowly, they captured the entire pearl fishery coast. Since the Dutch were against Catholicism, since they followed Calvinism, hence they started demolishing many churches in this region. To protect the statue of Our Lady of Snows, it was removed from the church by Parava Head and moved out of Tuticorin. This statue moved around villages such as Sivandakulam, Vembar, Punaikayal to stay away from the hands of the Dutch. In 1699, the Dutch did not have any progress in their trade because all Paravas around the region boycotted to support them. Realizing a big loss in their business, the Dutch called back all Jesuits and asked Paravas to follow Catholicism again. During this time, the statue of Our Lady of Snows came back to Tuticorin. The Golden Cart Procession of Our Lady of Snows in Tuticorin is considered as one of the most important festivals amongst the Paravar community. In 1702, the first cart procession took place. The initial procession had Angel Michael in the front, followed by St. Sebastian, then St. Paul and St. Peter, after which came Mother Mary's statue. The history of Shrine Basilica is closely connected with the history of the conversion of the Paravas, the indigenous people of the Pearl Fishery Coast. In fact, Our Lady of Snows is fondly called in Portuguese Senhora das Neves, which means Our Lady of Snows. She has been given the unique title of El Kadalturai, Ega Adekalatai in Tamil, the mother of refuge for the 7 major coastal villages vice Vemba, Vaipar, Tuticorin, Punaikayal, Veerapandiyan Pattanam, Alantalai and Manapad. The first miracle is narrated by Reverend Father Vigilius Mansi himself, who built the present church of Our Lady of Snows. In a letter dated September 24, 1708, addressed to one Father Maria Ignasi in Rome, he narrates how on April 4, 1707, at midnight, a sonorous and fierce thunderbolt fell in his residence, where he had kept the miraculous statue for a short time, and how he was miraculously saved by Our Lady herself. The Jesuit report of 1709 by Father Francis Voice mentions the following miracles. A newly converted Dutch officer was attacked by a serious disease. No doctor nor medicine could cure him. The condition became worse day by day. On his deathbed, he had recourse to Our Lady, drank the water that washed the feet of the miraculous statue of Our Lady of Snows. What a surprise! He began to get well from that moment, and he totally embraced the Catholic faith later. Two people who were paralyzed and lost all hope of cure vowed in front of the miraculous statue that they would pray the rosary daily till the end of their lives, and drank with faith the water that washed the feet of the statue. Slowly, they were relieved of their paralysis, and soon got completely healed. A supposed to be barren woman with faith drank the oil from the lamp kept near the miraculous statue and was conceived and became a mother of a child. Once, a pious woman had gone to the shrine to participate in the novena service. At that time, her hut caught fire by a piece of cloth that fell on the oil lamp. The whole hut could have been burned to ashes, but surprisingly, only that piece of cloth had got burned. Even the Hindus who had come flocking to Our Lady of Snows acknowledged that they had experienced miracles after praying to Our Lady. Even today, we find Hindu people of other faiths flocking to Our Lady of Snows Church, especially during the annual festival days. There are a few sincere devotees who visit the shrine throughout the year. Construction of the latest church, which we see now, started in 1712 by Father Vigilius. This church was completed in a very short span of time, and it opened on 5th August 1713. Year 2013, 300 years of the present church and 475th year since the first church was built in Tuticorin. In 1982, the church celebrated the 400th anniversary. Pope John Paul II raised it to the status of Basilica on 30th July 1982.